Right now I'm a history major, and I'm also working on a Russian flagship language studies certificate, and also minoring in poli-sci. This summer, from about the middle of June to about the middle of August, I'm going to be at a university in Kazakhstan called Al-Farabi, like Enzu, Kazakhstan University. So it'll be a 2-month internship, and I'll be living with a host family. And in addition to taking a class about learning the language in like an immersive environment, it's also about taking like weekly excursions to neighboring countries and learning more about the culture and so forth. I first got interested in Russian in high school when I started listening to some Russian music and just kind of soaking up the culture a little bit. And then the flagship, I was offered a position in it freshman year, and I applied to it and got accepted. And now the flagship is requiring a pre-capstone trip before you go on your main year-long journey to Kazakhstan, and this is what I'm doing. What excites me most? Probably the opportunities interacting with just like citizens of Kazakhstan, like getting to know their culture, listening to their music, eating their food, having conversations with them, understanding who they are and what they're thinking about. The conflict in Ukraine could affect my time in Kazakhstan, in that like region of Central Asia. Just the other day, there was a report that Kyrgyzstani Air Force is going to be working with the Russian Federation Air Force in Ukraine. And that's a neighboring country of Kazakhstan. And Kazakhstan also historically has long ties, pretty close ties to the Russian Federation, especially under Putin. The first big hurdle is COVID. Like, I was supposed to be in St. Petersburg this spring, but that got canceled. And then the other hurdles have been with this trip, specifically in getting all my necessary documents from the State Department, and because I lost my passport, and some other things. Also, the flagship and the State Department are not really sure if they want anyone going over there currently, because the travel advisory is still like a level 4, do not travel to the country. So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, those are just some of the minor bumps in the road. I'm hoping to gain, first of all, just a world experience, just outside the US. The last time I went outside the US was the Bahamas, and that was like 10 years ago, and it wasn't really a true immersive experience. So yeah, number one, an immersive experience, and of course, second is to boost my skills in Russian. I think after I come back, having spoken to the locals and my host family, I'll have a pretty good understanding of the language. I would say for anyone thinking about studying a language at IU, I would highly recommend Russian. It's a very difficult language to learn, but they have a really good program for people who really do want to learn about the language and the culture. And if you try, it'll work out for you. Like, your skills will improve almost immediately. They have really good faculty and staff and curriculum, so yeah.